Electric vehicles are leading the way to cleaner transportation. I'm Carter Lee, co-founder of Switch, and my vision for Ontario is to build a world-class, low-carbon transportation system where electric vehicles vastly outnumber gas counterparts. Transportation is Ontario's leading source for air pollution and greenhouse gas emissions. In fact, transportation accounts for 35% of all emissions in the province. It's also Ontario's fastest growing source of emissions. While emissions from other sectors have been decreasing, emissions from transportation have increased 31% since 1990. This affects not only our climate, but also our health. Toronto Public Health estimates that air pollution is responsible for thousands of premature deaths and hospitalizations in the city every year. With the number of vehicles estimated to double by 2035, there's an urgent need to find a cleaner transportation system. This year, we're seeing the release of the first long-range mass-market electric vehicles, the Chevrolet Bolt and the Tesla Model 3. They're fast, clean, and affordable. So why isn't anyone driving electric? Well, when we think of electric vehicles and the challenges of electric vehicle ownership, the issue that comes up time and time again is range. How far can I go? Are there any chargers along the way in case I get stuck? These issues are things that a regular driver, electric vehicle driver, thinks on a regular basis. Now, it's challenging enough to own an electric vehicle when you have access to home charging. Imagine what it's like for those living in apartments and condos who don't. As an owner of a Chevrolet Bolt, I'm very familiar with this challenge. I live in a condo with no access to charging, so I have to get by using public lots. It's very tedious and time-consuming, especially when there's no way to know if a charger will actually be there when I get there. It's anticipated that many buyers of these mass-market electric vehicles are like me, young urbanites living in downtown condos and apartments, where charging infrastructure is far from reach. Convenient charging access shouldn't be a barrier to electric vehicle ownership. So what if I told you that the charging infrastructure that we need tomorrow exists today? In Ontario, there are over 7,000 chargers installed across homes in this province. I'm proposing to make use of these through the sharing economy. So how does this platform work? Well, as a driver, you're able to find a home charger near your area, book a time, and pay, all from your phone. As a home charger owner, you'll be able to list when you want to share your charger and earn money directly from it. Drivers get access to charging where and when they need it, and charger owners make passive income to recoup the cost of their chargers. The province is putting massive investments into public charging infrastructure along highways and at public destinations. These investments will go a long way towards improving charging accessibility, but by harnessing the power of the sharing economy, we can go so much further. A sharing economy approach will allow us to build Ontario's charging infrastructure with minimal investments, which means lower cost to the province and to taxpayers. By improving charging accessibility through our sharing economy platform, we'll be able to meet the ambitious emission reduction targets laid out in the province's Climate Change Action Plan. Based on a study by Plug and Drive, a nonprofit advocacy group, drivers in Ontario can reduce their vehicle emissions by 95% simply from switching to electric. Ontario's clean electricity generation is the main reason for such a significant emission reduction potential. It's expected by 2025, 46% of Ontario's electricity will come from renewable sources. As Ontario's electricity becomes cleaner, the potential for electric vehicles to contribute to emission reductions will become even more significant. To realize this vision of a low-carbon transportation system, I'm working with my team at Switch to grow our sharing economy platform with drivers and home chargers owners across the province. As more electric vehicles take to the roads and as more home chargers are installed, the value and the utility of our platform will grow even more. Electric vehicle charging isn't rocket science, but no one's cracked the code yet to make it user-friendly and cost-effective. By improving public charging accessibility through a sharing economy approach, we can support the widespread adoption of electric vehicles and move Ontario towards the low-class, world-class, low-carbon transportation that it deserves. For us at Switch, we envision a world where every electric vehicle has a place to charge, wherever that may be. Thanks for your support in getting there.
Thank you, Carter.